Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to do the final episode of this year's the Roberta Leigh files, and we're going to react to the second episode of Torchy the Battery Boy, because we can't watch all the episodes of Twiddle because it's all missing. So that's why I just watched the first episode that's currently existing to this day. And thank you very much for watching this official series, because the other 3 videos or episodes or whatever were just preview trailers and whatever for the official series this year of the Roberta Leigh files. So anyway, let's begin.
Torchy, Torchy. Torchy, Torchy the battery boy, I'm a walkie-talkie toy. Press my switch, see my bulb start to gleam. It's the most magic light you have seen.
Okay, it's Topsy Turvy Land. We already know that because of the first episode.
Here is Mr. Bumbledrop's garden.
Oh! Okay, stop with... Alright, I need to show you guys. This is not appropriate. Even though loads of pictures are inappropriate, by the way, they're not. They're not supposed to be anyway. They're not supposed to be inappropriate. But I don't know what that boy's doing on the fence. It's not white, personally. But anyway, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just seeing things. So hello guys, I know I'm wearing the same t-shirt as ever, I'm sorry. There's lots of clothes in the wardrobe. I just like wearing this t-shirt. I don't know why I like using this t-shirt all the time. I probably use different t-shirts next year for season 2 for the Roberta Leigh files, but I'm just using this one because I like Christmas and I'm a huge fan of Star Wars. Just to let you know. So that's why I'm wearing this t-shirt. Anyway, so I don't know why I don't know what this boy is really doing. As again, it was from the first episode of Twizzle, the last episode of the Roberta Leigh files, when this boy is doing something to the fence. But I'm not gonna say the word because this is a family channel. So, but I don't know.
Lots of children used to play in it, and one day he made some kites. The children tied their toys onto the ends and sent them up into the air. But a big wind came and blew away the kites, the toys, and Mr. Bumbledrop's little dog, Pom-Pom the poodle. Mr. Bumbledrop was so lonely by himself that he made a toy boy and put a torch battery inside him. Now, Torchy the Battery Boy had a magic beam, and it shone into the sky and found that all the lost toys and Pom-Pom had landed on a twinkling star. So Mr. Bumbledrop made a rocket, and Torchy set off to bring the toys and the poodle back to Earth. I do hope I reach the twinkling star soon.
Hang on. So I know it's a toy. It doesn't really have, whatever. But even though it's a toy, it's still probably be dead by the fact it's in space, and I can clearly see there's no windows on that window frames of the spaceship. What's going on here? Even Wallace and Gromit will probably have proper windows than this. But this is the 1950s. People didn't know what windows were back in those days. I don't know. But they were trying. Personally, the AP films, Arthur and Provis, they of previous films. I don't know. So they done this. They're the production team. They do this sort of thing. They directed it and for television on ITV apparently, even though ITV wasn't invented then, or it was, but for some reason I don't understand it anymore. But yeah. But what I'm trying to say is they were trying. Okay, so they were still learning, but I don't really understand why they would just didn't think of getting windows for that spaceship. Okay, you wouldn't imagine that Wallace and Gromit is actually the same height as Torchy the Battery Boy, and you're telling me that you can't get little tiny windows for Torchy, but you can get windows for Wallace and Gromit? You're stupid. But yeah, once again, back in the old horrible times of the 1950s, people didn't know how to make films. Even though there was plenty of good films in the 1950s, but they didn't know how to. I don't know. It's all weird. But that's all I want to say. And also about that. But also, I didn't understand about the wind, because a big wind in real life wouldn't just disappear toys or prams or whatever. It'll disappear mostly anybody. And the old man didn't disappear. The boys and girls didn't disappear. Only the toys. So I didn't even hold on to anything. I didn't hold on to the tree, or I didn't hold on to the fence or anything, and they're still fine. So I don't know how the toys are just. As again, Roberta Leigh didn't know how to probably make a book. I don't know, like a novel book or whatever. But she's weird. So back in those days, there was really good authors like Ian Blyton, children's books of all time, Narnia, and he was in the 50s as well. So I tell you what, all the most famous 50s authors do really good 50s books, and for some reason this is the rarest 50th television stroke book author, Roberta Leigh, who was making money at the time, and she was poor, and she was mainly just like J.K. Rowling, who think, oh, I can't afford the heating, so I'm going to go in a cafe. But for some reason with Roberta Leigh it's the same, but she's like, meh, I'm just doing my job, I just want to make money. So I don't really know. But there was a budget apparently for making Torchy the Battery Boy and other shows that she did, and also AP Films didn't really got along with her really well for some reason, because she was strict. I don't know. But watch the Super Marination film on Netflix, if it's on Netflix now. It's a really, really good documentary about puppets and Jerry Anderson and whatever. But yeah, really, really, awesome and stuff. So take it out if you can. And at least we're missing something, I don't know. So yeah, I don't really understand why this is happening about this author and stuff. But as again, I don't really understand. But here you go. Yeah, this is boring.
Why, I can see it through the window.
Slowly the rocket glided onto the star. There was no one to be seen at all. Torchy stepped out and looked around.
I wonder where Pom-Pom and all the lost toys are. I'll never find them in the dark. I think I'll have a sleep and try to find them in the morning.
The next morning, Torchy came out of the rocket to look for the lost toys.
What's that noise?
How nice to see you. Who are you?
My goodness, Mr. Bumbledrop never told me you could talk.
Well, I couldn't talk when I lived on Earth. But this is Topsy Turvy Land, where everything is topsy-turvy. Topsy-turvy!
I've never heard of a Topsy-Turvy Land. What's it like?
Oh, it's wonderful. All the animals can talk, and all the toys can walk. Come and notice board.
This is Topsy Turvy Land, the land where you can do whatever you want.
I'm just taking a moment to just think about what the sign said. So, yeah. Well, what the hell? Like, okay, so, okay. I read books. I have watched films when I was a kid about kid films, kids books, kids whatever, and I never mentioned about you could do whatever you want. I imagine the devil himself probably say that or whatever, but not the good people like Torchy the Battery Boy, who actually is a good person. This is really stupid. I don't understand what's going on. Why is this happening? Now this is my reaction to Torchy the Battery Boy, folks, and they gone completely stupid. Don't know why, but they did. Yeah, okay, so this is quite silly because when I was watching kid shows when I was a kid, they never say, oh, you can do whatever you want. No, they had lessons. They had things to do, like in Thomas the Tank Engine, or Noddy, or whatever. You have to learn stuff. Not just do whatever you want to do. But yeah, you're probably privileged to have whatever you want in the 1950s, like, I don't know, having female voices in kid shows for some weird reason. Nowadays, we have male. We don't have just, you know, I don't mind female narrators in kid shows in my day, but I mean, like, yeah, we have diversity, we have mixed people, we don't have just boring female or male people going like, hello, welcome back to Children Hour, we go all loopy around here. So yeah, this is quite stupid. So I don't know, I'm just thinking it through. Why is this happening? As again, I'm the one who's reacting and reviewing this, and I'm not really good at reviewing at the moment, because you know why? Because I just feel like reacting to another. I am reviewing, actually, to be fair, because mostly when you think about it, I'm talking with you about why you can't do this, and that's kind of reviewing the show or what we're reacting to. So it's what you call react and review. That's what we do on this show. So take that out there. So yeah, I don't know why Torchy is, you know, trying to, or Torchy's not really doing anything, but he is. He's just trying to get the toys back on planet Earth. But it could be worse. It could be, you know. So this is. It could be like Toy Story. It's like the toys go back to planet Earth, even though it never happened in Toy Story. But it gets better. But maybe Bossy Boots or the other children will smack the toys. So I get it if they're having the privilege of their lives up there in Topsy Turvy Land. I don't know, but yeah. So, and is I missing something here? I don't know, but if I was one of the toys, I would probably go and have a drink, realising that, oh, my friend is going all loopy, and, well, Loopy's already drunk, but you know, but all going all weird and zany and whatever. Like, come on, why is all the others eating fruits on trees and chocolate on trees and all the candy stuff on trees and fruit for houses? I don't understand, but hey ho, this is a weird kid show. I should have put it to the Weird and Bizarre series, but this is not our area to react to kid shows, and it's all weird and bizarre. The other Craig does it, but I just review stuff and react to stuff sometimes. So, especially this year, yeah. And if I'm not speaking clearly, it's because I got a cold. I don't know why I've got a cold. I think I have, for some weird reason. I don't know. It's nothing major, hopefully. It's just, you know, a usual cold, as ever. But anyway, let's go back to this pile of junk. And no, okay, this is not really junk. This is a really good history lesson of kid shows in general. So this is one of those. It's not a famous kid show. When you think of old famous kid shows, you think of Bagpuss or Ivor the Engine, Thunderbirds, all those lot. But this is famous in the not so popular era. If you know what I mean. So yeah. But now we're looking at it. People will get more, like, recently in these times, it's famous. But back in the 90s, 80s, 70s, Torchy The Battery Boy and Twizzle and all that lot were rubbish. But then, on these days, when the internet was finally here, we get a look at all the rubbish stuff we react to and review, mainly Torchy The Battery Boy. And to be fair, it's one of the best kids shows ever made. To some agree, not to my opinion anyway, but for some people it's one of the best kids shows ever made. Personally, I'll say the best kids shows ever made is probably Captain Scarlet. It's probably like stuff like that has action, has really good characters and stuff. But I mean, like, yeah, this is okay for kids at the age of 2 or 3, but not the kids ages 7 or whatever. Alright, so take that in mind, kids, or whoever's watching this video, probably the age of 20, I don't know. But yeah, so take this in mind, this kid show is rubbish. But back in those days, they didn't know how to make kid shows because they're completely stupid. And back in those days, actually, I don't know, but I mean, like, there might be something wrong in the 50s, like, I'm being a little bit inappropriate, but most kid shows are inappropriate, aren't they? Every kid show you react to is inappropriate. We laugh at it because we know all the rude stuff, but I mean, like, yeah. Anyway, just go back to the video. I carry on talking. I'm not supposed to do that when I need to review stuff. I mean, like, come on, this is weird. I know I'm probably just saying that, but I mean, like, it's true. It's so weird, this show. Like, I watched other kid shows in the past, obviously, when I was a kid, but I've never seen anything strange like this. So take that in mind.
How lovely to be able to do whatever you want. What do you want to do, Pom-Pom?
I want to eat crispy, crunchy bones and meatballs covered with chocolate sauce. I love chocolate sauce.
When we get back to Earth, I'll ask Mr. Bumbledrop to make you some as a special treat.
Mr. Bumbledrop says chocolate sauce isn't good for dogs. That's why I'm going to stay up here.
Do you mean you never want to come back?
That's right.
Oh, how awful. You see, a naughty girl called Bossy Boots won't let the children play in Mr. Bumbledrop's garden until he gives them back their lost toys.
I can't help that. I tell you, I'm not going back, and neither are the toys. That's why they ran away when they saw you coming.
Please tell me where they are.
I won't. You'll never find them now.
Oh, yes, I will. I'll press the switch on my jacket and ask my magic beam to help me.
Sure enough, Torchy's magic beam made a noise just like a bluebottle on the window pane. The beam shone brighter and brighter and pointed straight at the toys running through a lollipop field.
Don't run away, toys! Wait for me! Hello, Flopsy. I'm so glad I found you.
Go away, you pickle-poggle boy. I won't go back to Tibble-Tobble.
Whatever do those iggly-oggly words mean?
I don't know. But when I talk, I sometimes forget my words. So I say pickle-poggle ones instead.
How funny. But why do you keep forgetting what you're going to say?
Because my head is nearly empty. When I lived on Earth, I belonged to Bossy Boots, and she never looked after me properly. Most of my stuffing has fallen out, and that's why I always fall down.
You thing. If you had a needle and cotton, I could sew you up.
Okay, did you say sewing up? Kids are watching, you know that, right? This is hugely inappropriate. Kids are inappropriate, Craig. Get used to it. Yeah, but I mean, like, this is, I'm turning into the other Craig now. I don't know why that is, but I'm just turning into the other Craig. My chair is falling apart. Don't know why. But okay, so let me get this straight. So you're sewing up this character because she's not talking properly, or she's not well, like me. I don't know. Okay, so this is it. This is boring. Yeah. Well, at least I'm going to review The Snowman. There's a better film, and this is not a film, this is a show, but I'm going to review that later on for a Christmas special. Yeah. So this is not a Christmas special. It's a part-time series of in a December time or whatever. So I like doing this sort of series because it's a side series when I react and review lots of old rubbish and discovery videos and whatever, like this guy does. And this is the guy who collects probably all the Roberta Leigh stuff. And yeah, check him out. He's a really good he's got a really good channel going on right now, so check him out. And actually, if you want to subscribe to him or what, I subscribe to him so I can catch up on all the boring Roberta Leigh rubbish. But I mean, like, yeah, so yeah, I don't know how I can pronounce his name, but I mean, like, I don't know anymore. I'm just gonna say that this guy's put effort into finding all the lost media of the old 60s kid shows and whatever. I don't know, but at least he's trying. I would just relax and just realise that I'm reacting to a load of rubbish that is completely stupid. But yeah, it's not really stupid. It could be worse. It could be, as I said before, it could be reacting to the Teletubbies or the other boring shows like Paw Patrol or these other rubbish shows that people watch nowadays. But I mean, like, I don't know, I don't know, but this is I got nothing really. I don't know what I'm had to say to this, because this is the first ever react and review video that killed my knowledge about this monstrosity. Roberta Leigh, you overtook my advantage to review this show, so well done you, but not well done for us, because we're not enjoying this video. And well, I'm not enjoying this video that I'm reacting to, because it's not fair. It's not. I give up. I'll just react to this and review it, because I'm not going to turn out like the other Craig on this channel. I'm just going to turn out like the normal reviewing man that I am, reviewing films, reviewing shows, whatever, you know what I mean.
I haven't got one. But here comes Pillywig the clown. Maybe he can help us. Torchy is looking for a needle and cotton to sew up my biggle boggle.
A needle and cotton won't be enough. You'll need some stuffing as well.
That's going to be very hard to find. Have you got any, Pillywig?
No, but I'll go and ask the other toys if they have any.
Oh dear, I'm so empty I'll have to flop down again. I do hope Pillywig can find something soft and woolly to stuff inside me.
If you want something soft and woolly, I know who might be able to help you. Pom-Pom, I want to talk to you.
What is it?
I need some stuffing for Flopsy, and I'd like to cut off some of your curls.
Cut off my curls? No, no, no! Ruff! Leave my curls alone!
What a naughty dog she is.
Never mind. I'll try and manage. Come on, Torchy. I want to show you something. When we lived on Earth, we couldn't walk or talk, and the children who owned us never let us have a ride on the seesaw or the swings.
No, but up here we can play in our own garden and have as much fun as we like. Why, we've even got our own Topsy Turvy song. Listen to it, Torchy.
In Topsy Turvy Land, you can do whatever you want. If you don't eat your greens, then there aren't any seeds, and no one says that you can't. In Topsy Turvy Land, where I sing shocker it's low, and there's only one rule that you don't go to school, and no one ever says no. Oh no, oh no, no one ever says no. Topsy Turvy, everything's front to back. There's no such thing as punishments, and no such thing as a smack. In Topsy Turvy Land, you can do whatever you please. We have lemonade flowers, you can drink them for hours, and cream buns all grow on trees. In Topsy Turvy Land, you can play all day in the sun. You don't need a bed, you can stay up instead, and all you do is have fun, and all you do is have fun. Topsy Turvy, everything's upside down. Animals talk and toys can walk in a topsy turvy town.
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Oh.
And no such thing as a snack. Topsy Turvy Land, you can do.
I feel like did you lost it now? Yep, you lost it. Roberta Leigh, you lost the plot, didn't you? You lost it. This is horrible.
Topsy Turvy, everything's upside down. Animals talk and toys can walk in a topsy turvy town.
Thank you. That was the nicest song I've ever heard. But now, I feel so tired that I think I'd like to go to sleep.
You can't go to sleep until you've put my curlers in.
Oh, goodness, I'd forgotten all about them. Fetch me the basket and I'll do it.
I don't think Flopsy should put your curlers in.
Why not?
You wouldn't let her use some of your curls for stuffing, and it would serve you right to have straight hair all the time.
I don't want straight hair. Please put in my curlers, Flopsy. Please, please.
No, I won't. I'm going to listen to Torchy. If you won't help me, then I won't help you. Now go away and leave me alone.
Don't look so sad, Pom Pom. Come on. Laugh at me. Aren't I funny?
No, you're not a bit funny.
Well, you are. Yeah, you do look a sight.
I can't help it. It's not my fault.
Of course it is. If you gave Flopsy some of your hair, I'm sure she'd put your curlers in.
All right. Will you cut a little bit off for me?
Of course.
Pillywig started to cut some of Pom-Pom's hair, and he kept on cutting until he had a pile of white wool.
Now then, we'll take it to Torchy and he can stuff it into Flopsy.
Oh, you're tickling me. Oh, Torchy, do stop it.
all my lovely hair going into Flopsy. I think I'll make her put my curlers in now. Please put my curlers in.
Wait a minute, Pom-Pom. I've just finished sewing Flopsy's seams. Come on, Ragdoll. You can stand up now.
I do feel fine. My head is nearly as empty as it was.
Oh dear, you flopped down again.
I suppose it's because I haven't got quite enough stuffing inside me. But I'm much better than I was. And instead of falling down all the time, I only fall down some of the time. All right, Pom-Pom. I'll put your curlers in for you. Come on. There we are. I'll curl up all your hair. And in the morning, when I brush and comb you, you'll be a pickle-poggle poodle again.
You do look funny, Pom-Pom. I've never seen a poodle with curlers before.
Wait till you see me in the morning. I'll be beautiful.
I'm sure you will. Now, let's go to sleep, and when we wake up, we can have lots of fun on Topsy Turvy Land.
Okay, that's it. Thank you very much for watching this video. I assure you, you probably had loads of pain watching this kid show. So I don't know, like, I've done lots of research, and all I found out was this episode came out also the year of the first episode of Torchy The Battery Boy in 1959. But it's still rubbish. It's still rubbish. Because believe it or not, there's other kid shows that people say they're really, really good in 1950s, and they say this is rubbish, and they recommend it to me to react to it and review to and stuff. And this is what a show to show to your kids on television. I don't know. I don't know. It's I wouldn't bear it as a kid. I'll probably just hide behind the sofa, or probably, like, I don't know, because there wasn't any iPlayer or whatever when I was growing up. Only recently there was iPlayer, so I wouldn't really understand what I can entertain myself, but just probably watch something interesting than this. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you all next time. Have a happy new year, and have a happy Christmas, and hopefully just stay safe. I really mean it, because I feel like there's lots of dodgy things going around recently with the pricing and also other stuff going on in another country. I feel like, yeah, just try to, you know, just be safe. I know there's lots of horrible stuff going on, and more horrible than this, trust me. You wouldn't understand, because there's lots of weird things going up in the world and whatever. So yeah, I'm just taking away. Please stay safe and have a lovely Christmas. Stay at home. Don't eat the turkey, because there's turkey flu or whatever it is nowadays. So yeah, just eat ham or eat whatever for Christmas. Don't eat chicken or whatever. So yeah, Merry Christmas, guys. I'll see you next year for another Roberta Leigh Files, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.